Ever wondered how to ace a remote job interview? As the world of work continues to evolve, it's important to adapt and prepare effectively for new challenges. Today, we're delving into the art of preparing for a work-from-home job interview. First, let's understand the remote job market. With more companies going digital, the demand for remote roles has skyrocketed. It's an exciting and competitive field, requiring a unique set of skills. To stand out, it's crucial to familiarize yourself with the industry trends, popular remote roles, and the skills most sought after by employers. Next, research is your best friend. Before you even step into the virtual interview room, make sure you know your potential employer inside and out. Understand their mission, values, and work culture. This will not only help you tailor your responses, but also demonstrate your genuine interest in the company. Now, onto the technical setup. A successful remote interview requires a stable internet connection, clear audio and video, and a professional-looking background. Test your equipment ahead of time to avoid any technical glitches. Remember, first impressions matter, even in a virtual setting. Your environment is just as important. Choose a quiet, well-lit space for your interview. Minimize distractions and ensure your background is neat and uncluttered. This shows your potential employer that you can maintain a professional workspace, even at home. To wrap up our discussion, we have a special segment by Jenny who will guide you through the interview process. She'll share common interview questions, tips on how to answer them, and what questions you should ask to show your engagement. In conclusion, preparing for a remote job interview involves understanding the remote job market, thoroughly researching the company, setting up your technical equipment, and creating a professional environment. And remember, the key to acing any interview, whether in person or remote, lies in your preparation. Stay tuned for our next video where we explore more in-house job opportunities. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and best of luck with your next remote job interview.
Hi, it's Jenny and I'm here to help you with the interview process. Let's get started. And one more thing, before we get started, can you do me a big favor and like this video? Section 3, during the interview dress code. Imagine logging into the interview and seeing someone dressed professionally versus someone in their pajamas. First impressions are digital in remote interviews, but they're just as critical. Dressing professionally, even if it's just from the waist up, signals respect for the interviewer and seriousness about the position. For instance, a collared shirt or a blouse can go a long way in projecting a professional image on screen. Communication skills. Communication in a remote interview isn't just about what you say, it's also about how you say it. Verbal cues are crucial, but in a digital world, non-verbal cues can be even more telling. Practice maintaining eye contact by looking at the camera, not the screen. It simulates eye contact with the interviewer and shows engagement. Nodding and smiling can also convey enthusiasm. For example, when discussing your achievements, lean slightly forward. This body language communicates eagerness and confidence. Demonstrating remote work skills. Interviewers will be keen to understand how you handle remote work challenges. Share specific examples of your remote work experiences. If you've successfully managed projects from home, describe the tools and strategies you used, emphasizing your self-discipline and time management skills. For instance, in my last role, I led a remote team across 3 time zones using a blend of synchronous and asynchronous communication, ensuring timely updates and project cohesion. Section 4, Common Interview Questions and how to answer them. Overview. Remote job interviews often focus on assessing your readiness for remote work, your ability to handle distractions, and your skill in collaborating with a distributed team. Expect questions like, how do you manage distractions at home? Or how do you ensure effective communication with remote teammates? Tips for answering remote work readiness. Talk about your dedicated workspace, how you structure your day, and the tools you use to stay organized. For example, I start my day by reviewing my tasks on Trello, ensuring I prioritize effectively and stay on track. Handling distractions. Describe the proactive measures you take to minimize interruptions. such as setting specific work hours using noise-canceling headphones, or having a sign on your door during work hours. Collaborating with remote teams, highlight your experience with collaboration tools like Slack or Zoom and emphasize your proactive communication habits. For instance, I make it a point to over-communicate with remote colleagues, ensuring we're always aligned on project goals and deadlines. Here are some sample work from home interview questions and answers. 1. How do you schedule your workday? Sample answer: I start my day by reviewing my to-do list and emails. I prioritize tasks based on deadlines and importance, using tools like Google Calendar for scheduling and Trello for task management. I also block off time for deep work and short breaks to maintain productivity. 2. What tools and technologies are you familiar with for remote work? Sample answer: I'm proficient in Slack for team communication, Zoom for video meetings, and Asana for project management. I also have experience with Google Suite for collaborative document editing and sharing. 3. How do you stay focused and motivated when working from home? Sample answer: creating a dedicated workspace and maintaining a routine are key. I set specific work hours and dress as if I'm going to the office to mentally prepare for the day. Regular breaks and setting daily goals help keep me focused and motivated. 4. Can you describe your home office setup? Sample answer: I have a quiet, dedicated office space with a desk, ergonomic chair, and high-speed internet. I use a dual-monitor setup for efficiency, and I have noise-canceling headphones to help me concentrate. 5. How do you manage distractions when working from home? Sample answer: I manage distractions by having a clear schedule and communicating boundaries with housemates. I also use website blockers to minimize digital distractions and ensure my phone is on silent during work hours. 6. How do you ensure effective communication with your team while working remotely? Sample answer: I proactively reach out via video calls and instant messaging for quick check-ins. I make sure to participate actively in virtual meetings and share regular updates on my progress to ensure alignment and transparency. 7. Describe a challenging project you completed while working remotely. How did you manage it? Sample answer: I once led a project with a tight deadline across different time zones. I organized regular stand-up meetings, used a shared project dashboard for visibility on progress, and ensured clear communication. We met the deadline and received positive feedback from stakeholders. 8. How do you balance collaboration with independent work in a remote setting? Sample answer: I ensure clear communication of my work hours and availability for collaboration. I set aside specific times for team meetings and dedicate blocks of time for focused, independent work. 9. Have you ever had a misunderstanding with a remote teammate? How did you resolve it? Sample answer: yes, there was a time when a message I sent via text was misunderstood. I quickly addressed it by suggesting a video call to clarify my intentions and resolve the misunderstanding. This experience taught me the importance of choosing the right communication channels. 10. What is your approach to learning new technologies or tools required for remote work? Sample answer: I'm proactive about learning and adapting. Section 5. Questions to ask the interviewer. Importance of asking insightful questions. Asking insightful questions is a critical part of any job interview, more so for remote positions. It demonstrates your enthusiasm for the role, your due diligence in researching the company, and your commitment to finding a good fit for your career. Furthermore, the answers to these questions can provide you with a clearer picture of what working for the company would actually be like, and whether it meets your expectations for a healthy work-life balance, career growth, and job satisfaction. Sample questions to ask. 1. Company culture. How would you describe the company's culture? And how is it fostered in a remote work environment? This question shows you're interested in the company's approach to building a cohesive and positive workplace, even virtually. 2. Remote team dynamics. Can you tell me about the dynamics of the remote team I'll be working with? How do you facilitate collaboration and team building remotely? Understanding the dynamics of your potential team and how collaboration is managed remotely will give you insights into the daily work environment and how you can integrate effectively. 3. Performance expectations. What are the key performance indicators for this role? And how are they measured in a remote setting? This question signals your eagerness to understand what success looks like in the role and how it aligns with the company's goals. 4. Support and resources. What type of support and resources does the company provide to ensure the success of remote employees? It's important to know how the company supports its remote staff, including training, professional development opportunities, and technical resources. 5. Communication and feedback. How does the company handle communication and feedback among remote teams? Are there regular check-ins or performance reviews? Effective communication and feedback are vital for remote work. This question helps you gauge how the company maintains open lines of communication and supports employee growth. 6. Work-life balance. How does the company support work-life balance for its remote employees? This question can reveal the company's stance on overwork and how it ensures employees can maintain a healthy balance between their professional and personal lives. 7. Future of remote work. What is the company's long-term vision for remote work? With the changing landscape of work, understanding the company's vision for remote work can help you assess if there are opportunities for growth and long-term engagement. Section 6. After the interview, following up with a thank you email after your interview. It's important to send a thank you email within 24 hours. This email should express your gratitude for the opportunity to interview and reiterate your interest in the position. Mention something specific you discussed to personalize it further, showing that you were engaged and attentive. This step is not just about politeness, it's also an opportunity to briefly remind the interviewer of your qualifications and how you can contribute to their team. Continuously improving your setup and interview techniques. Use this feedback to continuously improve your remote work setup and your interview techniques. For instance, if you noticed audio issues during your call, consider investing in a better microphone or improving your room's acoustics. Reflect on the experience and identify any technical or communication challenges you faced. Look for ways to enhance your remote interview environment. Whether that's upgrading your internet speed, refining your background setup, or improving your lighting. Remember, each interview is a learning experience. By reflecting on what went well and what could be improved, you're not just preparing for your next job interview, you're also enhancing your professional presence in a remote work environment. As we wrap up, remember that the journey to securing a work-from-home job is filled with learning opportunities. Keep refining your skills, stay adaptable,